resume the recording. So yeah, a little early, but you know, but excited, man. It's Monday. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let people load up. If you're listening, maybe I should play some music or something. You know what I'm saying? I might need to play some music and shit. You know what I mean? Play a little music. I don't know. Facebook ended up blocking it. You play some music. You know what I'm saying? They like to do that. They like to do that, do that, do that, that, do that, do that, do that, that. So I'm gonna let y'all load in, bro. If you want to be a part of the Zoom meeting and you know you want to be an analyst on the show, just hit the link, man. The link is right there in the description, and we can have some fun with this. You know, that's all I like to do. So don't be shy. Anybody is welcome. Anybody and everybody is welcome to be a part of the sharing. So, like I said, I know I'm like 10 minutes early, but we just gonna chill. Matter of fact, man, what my artist called that? Nah, I ain't gonna put no music on. I ain't gonna do that. Nope. They'll shut us down. You know, we love poop butts. But let me see you in the chat though already. We wait for everybody else. Oh, I know what I gotta do. I know what I gotta do. There we go. I gotta tell somebody to join. There we go. Hold on, I ain't looked in the chat yet. So if you're saying something, I can't see it right now. I'm just chilling though, man. I know the show is supposed to start at 5:30. So if you just came in now, we didn't really talk about nothing yet. I just wanted to make sure everything was working right because the last time this joint wasn't working. But if you want to be a guest, the link is right there in the description. And I'll put it in the chat as well. Hey, look at James St. Patrick in here. Hey, fool, come join. Click the link. Click the link. Matter of fact, let me make sure I can see if somebody trying to get in. Yeah, click the link, fam. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to have some fun. I'm hoodie hawk today. Let me put my hoodie on. It's cold outside. I'm hoodie hawk today. Yeah. Come have some fun there, Chief. But how's everybody weekend, man? Huh? What y'all do? Y'all doing anything eventful? Your college teams win? Is your college team, they playing football right now? Or, you know, they had some issues? Huh? Did y'all see, what's that dude name? Kobe Covington? What's the MMA fighter? Y'all see that clown, man? That was JaVale. Y'all see that clown? I dislike clowns like that, man. I just like clowns like that. You know what I'm saying? Remember when they called LeBron James a clown for what he said about Trump and stuff? How come he don't receive the same energy? Like, I need that same energy, man. Spineless. Call LeBron spineless. What? You tripping. What's the ID to get in? Bro, just click the damn link. It's in. Yo, boy, I tell you. Click the link. You don't need nothing to get in. I open it up for everybody, bruh. Come on, James. Come on, bruh. Come on, man. You ain't special, is you? You all right? It says I need a meeting ID. Why would you need a meeting ID? JaVale, did you need a meeting ID when you hit the link? Hold on, let me unmute JaVale. But if you need it, I could get it for you. There you go. JaVale, did you have to put in an ID or anything?
There you go. No, I didn't have to put in one, bro.
Yeah, he ducking. You don't need no damn meeting ID, dog. I purposely made sure that nobody had to put one in, bruh. You ducking. Stop
It
ducking.
might be. If they didn't download the new iPhone app that just came out over the weekend, that may be the issue.
Oh, you know what? He do always have old phones, so yeah. Man, your phone trash.
What's good with you, Hawk?
Ain't nothing, man. I'm
Good.
chilling, bro. How you
Talk to you,
been?
baby.
What you say?
Hey, maintain it, man. A little upset that those Hokies were scared of us this past weekend, but you know we gonna maintain.
Oh yeah, we got to, bro. We got to. You know, on the Duke. Got Duke this week. We opened with Duke before in the past on the road and stuff. But you know, they got 2 games under their belt. We got none. We got film on them. They got none. So it's gonna be interesting to see Brendan Armstrong in his first start.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
What you think about Duke squad as a whole?
I watched film on Duke today. I like their running back. I think he's a good runner, man. You know, Cutcliffe want to throw the ball around, but I think they got a very serviceable running back, number 4. So I watched about an hour. So I like what I saw, man. I think they're trying to be balanced, but of course, all else fails, they're gonna want to throw it around. But I think they can run the ball this year, like downhill too. It's a zone scheme, but the back he run behind his pass. He said, Jeff said, what the new quarterback from Mississippi State look like? He not starting. Brendan starting.
You think they got?
I told folks Brendan was gonna start.
No.
I told folks that kid wasn't gonna beat Brendan out, man. And it ain't nothing against that kid. But I've been down this road before when you get a transfer and a new toy and everybody just forget about who already here. They're gonna see though. Brendan nice, man. Hey yo,
I was one of those people. I was one of those people that you had to check on that. I was.
Oh, you was one of them too?
My apologies.
I didn't know that.
For sure. And the kid from Florida. I mean, I've read good things about him as well, the freshman. You know what I'm saying? But Armstrong is the man. So that's what.
Oh, you mean the dude? You talking about Ira from Indianapolis?
Yeah.
Yeah. He gonna be good. He gonna be good. James St. Patrick, what's good with you, playboy?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. I'm old. I'm not used to the Zoom thing. This is above my technology.
I see.
You know, I'm like Flintstone, you know.
You do. You still stop the car with your feet. That's why you own boats.
Hey, now I know you saw. I don't know if you saw my live today, but I went on the James kid smoking. You know, I had a lot of heat on it.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
We're trying to hear this.
I mean, bro, and I know I don't want to take over your show.
You ain't gonna take over nothing. This is the show for the people. So if you got a hot take, burn it up. You like what I did there. You like what I did. So burn it up.
Yeah. So I don't think LeBron James is a bad parent, but you know, I had to troll people with that post. You know, I put that post in there. I said the reason you came in second place in MVP voting, you know, MVP stand for most valuable parent. The kid out there smoking weed. That set everybody on fire, but that's not the main point. I don't agree with him going on IG smoking. They said it was a mistake, blah, blah, blah. Now, you know, Hawk, we from the same era. I watched your post today, and you said, you know, times are changing. Times are changing, but not like that, fam. I was raised, you know, I went to Kickertan, okay?
Yep.
I don't know how y'all did it in Crabberland. I know y'all was out there smoking behind the block, look, I know a bunch of crabbers was smoking behind the school.
Damn.
Mike Smith ain't care. Long as that football was right, y'all go ahead and smoke it.
Damn.
Go ahead and smoke it all.
Woo. You over here like Kickertan was like squeaky clean or something.
I'm just saying, Kickertan to me was like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. We were the Carltons of the city. All right?
Yeah,
you know,
was.
Y'all was straight West Philadelphia born and raised. That's
Hold
what
on,
y'all
hold, no, because you still got Phoebus.
Yeah, Phoebus wasn't bad as Hampton, bro. Nah, Phoebus wasn't bad as Hampton.
What?
Bro.
Yo,
nah.
What you drinking, moonshine?
You know it.
What? You said Phoebus wasn't as bad as Hampton? Phoebus is in a jail.
Look, I'm gonna take the Ahmad Hawkins side. I'm gonna take the Ahmad Hawkins route on this. Just because your surroundings are not that good doesn't mean you have to mimic your surroundings.
It's
Okay?
one way in, one way out, and you don't even know if you're going in the front of the building or the back of the building.
It was kind of intimidating, like a damn pyramid.
Ain't no was. It was. Hey, look, we went to summer school there. That first of all, they ain't got no classrooms upstairs. It was just all spacers. You could throw the damn paper over across and hit somebody next door.
True. But
go ahead. I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, you good, bro. The fact, see,
Blaze, what up?
Bronny has to realize, and we all make mistakes. Bronny or whatever his name is, he gotta. You as a kid, I don't expect him. I don't hold him like I hold LeBron. But when you're LeBron, you got to explain to your kid, hey, we don't do this. We don't do that. He's messing up the church's money, bro. You got sponsors that.
What money? Talking about that? I got it here just in time.
What money? What money?
Okay, we all know LeBron is LeBron is like the Superman of the world right now. Squeaky clean, Clark Kent, transforming into Superman. Right?
Now let him finish.
Squeaky clean. But when you got your kid, you got a lot of people, you got a lot of businesses that don't want LeBron James to have all this money and this success.
Mm-hmm.
So when you got your kid out there, and I hate to say it, bro, when you got your kid out there smoking weed or doing something that some of these companies don't want, they'll be quick to snatch a sponsorship, even though they don't have nothing to do with LeBron and his brand. It was a mistake.
Who like when you say snatch the sponsorships, are you pertaining to his to him or to the Cavaliers or because I think LeBron is the exception to the rule. He's that big to where they're gonna turn to Stevie Wonder like they ain't see it.
Well, some companies will turn a blind eye. Some that really don't want to actually have anything to do with him will say, okay, you know what? Even though that was a little bit of red tape or whatever, we're gonna take it anyway. There's companies out, Hawk, there's companies out there like that.
No, I'm not denying that, but we talking about LeBron.
Yeah, still, it don't matter, bro.
You know his exceptions to rules, and he is the exception.
No,
he's the most iconic athlete on the planet Earth right now.
Son, if they threw Bill Cosby in jail,
bro, stop. That's a bad analogy. That's a bad analogy. We're talking about rape.
Wait. I know it's a bad analogy, but you got all this. I'm not trying to take this to the Bill Cosby episode or nothing like that. We know Bill did what he did. So Temple and all these Columbia University take all these educational scholarships and all this from Bill Cosby, right? Right? They did that to Bill Cosby. They went back and said, okay, Bill Cosby, you guilty of this or your brand is messed up. We're gonna go back and snatch all these doctorates, all this stuff.
And you know why? You know why? Because a powerful group made sure of that.
And there's
What's the three groups I always talk about?
Go ahead, bro.
Women's rights, PETA, and the LGBTQ. If those three on your neck, you're done.
The alphabet gang.
Yeah.
LeBron is actually, and here's the thing that I think everybody missed when it came to Bronny. Yes, you're going to catch flack from men our age because the era we grew up in, reefer wasn't legal. We live in Virginia, so we don't even understand. So our mind is gone because it ain't legal here in Virginia. So we can't fathom how the hell, what is he, 15, 14, smoking weed right there in the house of your parent. And then when I did my Googles, I'm like, all he needed was consent from his parent and he could smoke weed? Oh, man, I'm tripping.
In Cali, that shit is legal, bro. People walk around smoking weed like it's regular cigarettes, bro. Like, you feel me? The way I looked at it, like, I understand, they got the image part. But to me, it wasn't that bad. It's young kids smoking some weed, just a different era. You feel me? Don't get on social media. But when I grew up, when I was 15, 16, I was smoking weed, but I didn't have social media, so I didn't have a chance to do no dumb shit like that. You feel me? But to me, I think people just blowing it out of proportion. My boy was like, it's a shame everybody want to blame LeBron's son and come at him crazy for smoking a damn blunt, but everybody was cool with D-Wade's son smoking something else.
Wait a minute.
I don't care how the alphabet gang feel. It is what it is. You feel me? They love pushing that agenda on our culture, but motherfuckers smoking some simple weed, you know, he ain't out here doing nothing crazy. It's some weed, you know, and shit. With this pandemic going on, a little weed will help you out a little bit. Shit. You feel me? So that's why I don't think it's that serious as everybody making it. It's just LeBron's son. And as for bro saying, like, you know, LeBron, like you said, LeBron is the exception to that shit. Ain't nobody removing LeBron from their endorsements. They be dumb for that shit. As soon as all LeBron got to do is be in your commercial, and it's going to generate millions and millions of dollars.
Millions. Same dude drinking wine in the barbershop, cussing, and they was like, I can't believe LeBron's cursing.
Yeah.
He's drinking wine. He on, what's this?
LeBron
What is this? Showtime Stars,
really
HBO, whichever it on. Yeah, it's like,
So,
look, go ahead.
I got a question then. So would you smoke a joint with, okay, reefer, blunt, whatever you want to call it now?
I said reefer,
smoking gas.
Reefer.
Hey, smoking gas, whatever we want to call it now. So would you, okay, we all got kids. Would you smoke gas or whatever with your kids?
No, y'all
Would
got
I? In Virginia? Hell no, I ain't getting locked up.
Okay, let's say if it was legal.
If it was legal?
I'm about to smoke in like an hour, so yeah.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. I admit, I was one of these gung-ho dudes like, weed, you can't do weed, blah, blah, blah. Why you smoking weed? Because I was believing that facade, like, you're going to lose brain cells, you can forget this and this and that. And once I started researching weed, I was just like, yo, people out here smoking packs of Newport talking about you done for smoking weed. I'm like, dog, you over there smoking dog shit.
Word is bomb.
But you met somebody smoking. And look, I'm not telling, like I said today, if it's illegal in your state, leave weed alone because your ass will get locked up. But if you live in Colorado, you live in California, and you abide by the law, which means if you young, under 18, you get consent, and you with your parent, and you ain't driving and stuff, and you partake in the smoking of reefer the legal way, I ain't got no issue with it. Because by law, you fine.
New Jersey is decriminalized.
Huh?
And New Jersey is decriminalized.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Oh, hold on, JaVale. You on mute. Let me unmute you.
You on mute, JaVale.
Hold on. There you go. Go ahead, JaVale.
Even in the Commonwealth of Virginia now, anything under a quarter is decriminalized. It's $25 fine. You know what I'm saying? So
you're not going to jail for that.
As of July 1st, in Virginia, anything under a quarter is just basically a parking.
He don't like to hear that. He don't like that. Him no line.
Weed is becoming normal.
He don't like that.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I'm gonna shut all this down real quick. See, we follow for the game, and we don't even see what's going on. If you notice, the government, they just started trying to make money off of this, right? The government is trying to make money off it. But your job, like 9 times out of 10,
let me mute you.
9 to 5.
Go ahead.
We work a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Your company is privatized. Don't fall for the okie doke. To each his own. If you smoke recreational, whatever, I'm good with it. I'm not gonna look down on you. But a lot of cats are fools saying, okay, it's legal. They going to the job high. It's almost like drinking and driving.
Keep going. Keep going. I'm gonna let you finish.
Okay. Your job still has a zero drug alcohol policy.
Agreed.
So when you say the government says it's legal, that don't mean you can go in your job, light one up and go in high. They will fire your ass.
And I don't think nobody's saying that. What I'm telling you is, if we jumping on Bronny and they follow everything they were supposed to, y'all gotta shut the hell up, Juice. If his parent can sit, like if he blowing and mama ain't know, then he gonna get his hind parts, whatever they do, he gotta take that. But if they knew and they just was like, damn, we want you to show everybody, then it's like they followed the letter of the law. It's just like the NFL. Just because Cali and Colorado says legal, they know they can't show up with weed in their system. They're going to get popped. They got to go through, the situations they got to go through. So that's why I see when they always talk about the weed, John. He be joking. So like you said, if your job still says we drug test, I don't care if it's legal, but we still drug test, then you got to know that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
we just saying that
the way they do it, they say they make it legal and they say you can't be fired for it, for having it in your system. It's one thing you show up and you high as hell, but if it's just in your system, I know in some states they don't do it. Private companies do, but the way the states are, they tell jobs you can't fire nobody for it.
Damn.
Well, can I say something real quick on that? The caveat what he said, he is totally correct. But unless you're a government contractor or a lot of us work for privatized entities, man. Banks, call centers, whatever you want to call it, processing companies. A lot of these are privatized. So I see what you're saying, but it's a lot of people that don't work for the government or contracted. Yeah. So they're really in a hard place right there. You got to make a decision.
I mean, when it comes to that, like, I'm 39 years old. You know what I'm saying? I tried smoke for the first time in 10th grade in 96. You know what I'm saying? But it comes to a point where we didn't have social media as the kids growing up now have, okay? But there was a point, if we did have it, I would have never put myself in that situation because I would have never wanted my mother, my father, or my grandparents to see me blowing. You know what I'm saying? I would have never wanted that. But times have changed in the past 20 plus years, and I understand all of that. I understand all of that. But in the time we live in now, when you got the environment and society as we are now, like a lot of quote unquote people want kids to feel themselves and find themselves and I think when it comes to weed, man, it's almost commonplace. It's really commonplace. And when your states allow you to smoke it, especially if the state can profit off of it, I really don't think it's that big of a deal. But as me, I wouldn't have done it, and I wouldn't want my son or my daughter to be out there on social media, especially if I was their father, if I was LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want that. But it's not that big of a deal.
For one, I agree completely with what you're saying. It's more about like awareness, as just like, you LeBron's son. You should be smarter than that to know, hey, I'm not doing nothing that wrong, but don't let me do nothing like that. And even I heard somebody say, oh, he just got his phone hacked. Why would you even record yourself doing that? You got to have awareness like, yo, my dad is one of the most known people in the world. Let me not do this to cause stress for him. And, just like you said, we didn't have the social media going up, but still, even common sense, you don't want to embarrass your parents. You have to hear, for instance, if I was with my parents, Blaze was on the internet smoking. Y'all let him do that, so it's just certain things you got to have awareness of. But the thing about it is, weed actually helps economies. If you look at Colorado, Cali, Seattle, their economy has been boosted since it's been legal. Because
school system happy. That money been going to the school system.
Exactly. So that's why I think really everybody else in the U.S. needs to get hit because we're struggling right now. What's a good way to make money?
You don't like that. You don't like that, hey, Vic. Go ahead. He don't like that.
Look here. Look.
Hold on, let Vic go.
Okay, my bad.
Hey, shout out to everybody. First of all, James St. Patrick, don't ever talk bad about my Hampton High crap. Talking about Coach Smith was okay with us smoking weed. You're going to make me come find you. Hey, and what's up, JaVale? It's finally good to meet you in person. I heard that little slick comment about us being scared, the Hokies. But you know what? Y'all won last year, so as I always tell Hawk, you got the right to say whatever you want. I ain't going to say nothing.
I've been taking it for 15 years.
I got to sit there and take it. So it's all good, but I'm a big fan of yours anyway because you used to come on back when Hawk first started. I like listening to what you say. You're a good brother. Shout out, what's up, Blaze?
Good boy.
Hey,
You
look.
on mute, bro, because of your background, dog. He can't hear you.
Look. I've been working with.
Tell them to get out the room, yo.
I've been working with young men and women, man, of all races and colors, from Tidewater, Maryland, DC, urban and suburban communities, man. And you know, if you guys know, follow me. You guys, I do a lot of work with Hawk, but outside of that, man, I've been working with students, young men from all backgrounds, and I understand what some of you guys that disagree with it mean, but when I see it, it's not as major as what I think people want to make it out to be. You guys are correct in the fact that it does hurt LeBron's brand to some degree, because he's dealing with legislation and guys making laws, and he's working on voter suppression. But at the same time, as someone that is constantly on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, I work with young men and women ages 12 to 21, 22. And honestly, that is some of your favorite players in the ACC do the same thing, not just in their dorm rooms, in their apartment, but in their private story. The word on the street was that was supposed to be for his private story. A lot of guys his age have private stories on Snap and Instagram. On top of it, if you think about it, look how many guys that we cheer for on Saturdays and Sundays, from young adults in colleges, high school kids, and young pros that talk about smoking gas, quote lyrics, and also do those kinds of things at parties where they get recorded. How many times do coaches get caught up with the red cups at parties, drinking and hanging out and doing inappropriate behavior? I think, again, Ahmad has touched on this for years now. I've touched on this. JaVale, you touched on this when you got on Ahmad's podcast. A lot of times we hold guys to a standard that's unrealistic, that we don't hold ourselves to. I'm not giving him an out. I have 3 kids. 3 of them are athletes, student athletes. I have 1 son. So we talked about it this past weekend. I was in Northern Virginia. I'm in Northern Virginia. We were at a wedding this weekend. We had a lot of time together. We talked about it.
Yeah, I saw you clean. You was clean, dog.
Yeah. I had the colors on, the red and black and the white, representing Hampton.
Yeah.
But Isaiah asked me, would I be mad? I said I would be disappointed that you would put it on social media.
Yeah.
And he said, why wouldn't you be mad? I said, because there was a time I did stuff like that. I said, when I was in the Burg, when I went to visit my folks at Hampton, Norfolk State, JMU, UVA, we got down. We didn't have Snapchat and Instagram. I've said stuff on the field. I've said stuff on social media I wish I could take back. When I see stuff like what happened with Bronny, I look at it as a learning experience, because if I'm LeBron, I'm going to talk to him about, look, I'm trying to build a legacy for you and your brother so y'all can take over this brand when I'm done. But I think when you, like I said, I mentioned before, I'm not going to be too long, but look at some of your favorite players, not just the pros, some of your favorite college players. Look what they post on Twitter. Look what they like. You got a lot of guys on social media, you know, Hawk and I are constantly on Twitter. You know, I pull guys to the side all the time because they sharing what could be perceived as pornographic material. You know, James, you asked about would you smoke with your son? I don't know everybody on here what they would do with their nieces and nephews and their sons, but I am from Shell Road. I'm not gonna act like Hampton and Newport News was the best place in the world. I have friends and teammates that did smoke with their parents, and they were also honor roll students, and yes, they did. James, I saw your face. I know you want to respond. Hey, Ahmad knows a lot of them. I know guys that smoke with their mom. And they were on some of your committees making decisions about where the vending machines went in the hallway. I'm not saying it's right. I think when it comes to ethics and morals, you can't place yours on other people. That's what it comes down to. You can't place your ethics and morals on other people. It's your perspective, your opinion. You know, whether it's standing for the flag or not, or praying before you eat, or smoking weed. Some people, listen, again, I'm a licensed therapist. I got kids taking methylphenidate, Adderall, you know, Concerta.
Tier 2.
And listen, understand this. We get real funny about that, but when it comes to psychotropic meds, you got kids popping pills, walking around like zombies.
Cocktails.
Okay? So just keep that in mind. I just wanted to throw my 2 cents. I know guys want to chop it up, but I just wanted to chop it up and join.
I'm so glad Vic joined, bro, because that's his field.
Business. That means mind your damn business.
What's up, Ghost? What you got? Tyreek just shot you in the chest again. Bang.
Hey man, hold on. First of all, big shouts to Vic. What's going on, bro? Now he hit home because that's what I do for my job. Everybody asks me, what do I do? Do I even work?
What do you do,
I know
Tommy?
y'all, huh?
What do you do, Tommy?
He told me, right?
Yeah.
I work. I am an actual drug dealer.
You
That's
on
why I
Greenleaf?
No, I act, I DJ, but that's what I do mainly. I deal drugs, bro. Just like you said, the Adderall.
Whoa, dog, you gotta put context on that, bro. You just can't throw that out there.
You're a pharmacist, bro.
I'm a pharmacist.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, you say a drug dealer?
Yeah, that's how you know he old.
Look, I'm a pharmacist. When you say the Adderall, who you think makes, when you try to get your Adderall and you in California somewhere, you out of state, who you think make it go through? Me.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
So you out there dealing stuff that's on the same tier as cocaine.
Yeah, I do the prior.
I see clinician. I see the clinician book.
Hold on, James.
Yeah.
Hold on, James. You distribute, right? But you are not the prescriber.
No, wait. I'm not the prescriber.
Keep that in mind.
I'm the middleman.
I know, so keep that in mind.
So
I'm not trying to question doctors and nurses' integrity, the medical profession, because I respect it, especially what I do. But keep in mind, you and I work together, and when they come see me for outpatient, group, individual, and wraparound services, I'm looking at their discharge paperwork, and I'm looking at what they're supposed to be taking, and basically, I'm like, dude, you just have behavior problems. You struggle to pay attention. They got you taking 3 psychotropic meds?
Yes.
Bruh. And they drooling and gaining weight, appetite fluctuating.
Yep.
And then
you ain't lying.
Then Bronny's smoking on that gas, and they're like, oh my God, this is awful.
Yeah.
Well,
why they taking cocktails during school?
No, but see, that's the thing. I'm like, to be real with y'all, all jokes aside, I'm against it all. Like, anything that alters your system, I'm like, bro, if you can't function, like some people can be high or smoke that stuff and be regular and do their job and do it good. Just like musical artists and movie creators and actors, sometimes they'll smoke that gas to get that creativity to get in that zone. I don't have no problem with it. But Vic, that Adderall, that the tier 4 medications and all that, and you slob, like you say, you slobbing, you're not yourself, you in the zone. I'm totally against that, bro. And I don't see how these doctors, I know you said you're a therapist. I don't see how a doctor can prescribe something as powerful as that, the oxycodones and all of that to a kid.
It's all about the bread, bro. It's all about the bread. It's all about the money, bro.
Hey, but look, listen. Let me just chime in on this. Ahmad also touched on something earlier today. I think it's been strongly overlooked. At the end of the day, I think everybody on here has played sports at some level at most of their life, right? Or been around it, covered it.
What up, Ski?
So keep in mind, think about all the young men and women who I know personally. And again, Ahmad is open up about his. I've talked about mine on my shows, the mental health aspect. That is a very, very serious issue. And when you talk about concussion protocol, the rigorous strain, I'm not rationalizing drug use, but there is a window open that is yet to be closed when it comes to self-regulating emotions and coping with fears and anxiety, and when people are looking for peace of mind. Peace of mind sometimes is used in the aspect of smoking weed. We talked about the receiver from the Cleveland Browns that keeps testing positive. He was with the Browns now. I forgot where he's at now.
Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon. He talked about that. It's very. I'm not.
Hard life though, man.
I'm not. I know, and I'm not going out for all the listeners out there that's going to check out this. I'm not advocating to go out and roll up or get you some weed. I'm just saying that is something that has yet to been addressed clinically. It hasn't been addressed clinically, and there are people that I know personally and professionally that are doing it because other stuff has failed them when it comes to peace of mind and sanity. If that makes sense to you guys.
Hey, so Dwight. Hey, I got a question for Dwight. Dwight, in your field, in your profession, and dealing with the kids and the individuals that you do you feel that marijuana on a medical level should be allowed?
I think it should be examined because what happens is with some young men, you have the guys that's watching rap or they're influenced by the community. They're just trying it's recreational. They're looking for clout. But then you have some people who do have a disability, whether it's ADHD at the extreme level, moderate, severe, and they really struggle to function. They can't sleep, you know what I'm saying? And they have disclosed to me without giving out confidentiality issues they experience and they're just trying to get through the day. And they don't glorify it. They're not on Snap. They're not on Twitter and Instagram blowing it out. It's just more so like, Mr. Vic, I'm not trying to do this because it's fun and this is what everybody, I need to feel good. And and again, I mentioned some of my childhood friends from when I was in Hampton, I played sports with, I grew up with, and I did know a couple of guys and women, back then we were children, that were in high school, that were very active in their communities, their churches, and they smoked, and their parents, I'm not saying my mom and dad were going for that. That's just not how we got down in the Vic household. And again, it's not for everybody, but there is something that needs to be explored when it comes to that kind of drug use.
Go ahead, Blaze.
With me, you know, like lately, you know, I'm not ashamed to say whatever. You know, Hawk know what I've been going through, but you know, in April, my father passed. You know, me and my father is very close, and it's kind of traumatic for me. You know, I wasn't sleeping, had to get evaluated. You know, and they wanted me. They said something about suffering from severe depression. I mean, you know, that comes with losing a parent. And, you know, the first thing they told me was they wanted me to take these pills. Now, I'm not a pill taker or none of that. So I was just like, you know, I'm not really big on the pills. Is there anything else I can do? They prescribed me medical weed, and it worked. You feel me? So not everybody is doing it just because, you know, it's fun or whatever. Like you said, some people really need it, and especially when it comes to weed, like, you know, that helps people, man. Like, even like with pain, you know, my grandmother, she had a hip removed, you know, and that's a painful ass surgery. They prescribed her the Percocets and all that stuff. She didn't want to take them, you know, because it could get you addicted and all of that stuff. So instead of doing that, she actually should get her medical weed card. She uses the weed for the pain instead of taking, you know, the Percocets and whatnot. So everybody's different, like you said. Everybody has their own morals. Yeah, exactly. You feel me? So everybody has their own morals. You know, everybody is different. You feel me? You can't put how you would think on another person.
Yeah, and I see my dog Courtney Ruffin in the chat. He said, then you have the dangers of synthetic weed. I've seen it ruin kids' lives. And yeah, with anything that becomes legit, you got to watch the scammers. And I think when we discuss weed, we always got to reiterate that we're not glorifying and telling them just go out there and start, like my coach say, don't be out there just smoking dope. No, if you're going through the proper channels, you know what I'm saying? You getting your medical. And like I said, if Bronny got his weed from the consent of his parents and they knew he was doing it, I have no issue with that. I have an issue that he's out there giving that false facade of, yo, I'm just smoking weed. I'm hard like that. Like, nah, bro, if you know your mama, you know, cleared it for you, don't, like Vic said, I don't want it on IG. That's the one thing I was like, damn, dog, why you on IG doing it? Like, bro, you gonna have kids over here in Virginia thinking they could just smoke weed now, and you gonna have other dudes getting recruited that they can smoke weed now. Like, you the exception. If you're the exception, you gotta lay low. Like,
I think what happens is, man, like I said, everybody on this call right now, and even some people listening and following on Facebook Live, I think what happens is, especially the work I do, I know you guys do similar work. When I work with all these female and male student athletes, I coach, I have a AAU organization, football. When I do these symposiums, I think a lot of young men don't realize their worth and the influence they have. I don't think Bronny realized, like my 14-year-old son, who's a year younger than him, and my team, my coach, Ahmad, you have a team. They look and follow all these guys. The guy, Mikey Williams, has 4 million followers. So I think the point about IG and doing that kind of stuff is the issue when you don't realize the impact you may have, because your journey is different. The other piece is, again, that I think has not been really touched on yet, is the fact that for a long time now, going on, especially in 2019 and 2020, we continue to be convenient on what we choose to get on our soapbox with when it comes to moral and ethical values. We continue to be very convenient on what is appropriate and what isn't. Because again, Bronny's being held to a different standard than even someone like President Trump, who can talk about grabbing somebody in the vagina and being very difficult and negative. And yet, oh, well, that's locker room talk. Funny how people can talk about what's locker room talk who have never been in a locker room. You know what I'm saying? See how they called that locker room talk, but yet he was talking about a female reporter. We don't know what was going with Bronny. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just funny how we get on our moral compass when it's convenient to us, when we don't hold the other people to the same standard. You know?
Hey, Skeet, go ahead, bro. I saw you join. Appreciate you joining, man.
Yeah, man, no problem, man. You know I wanted to get on here, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the platform. But you know my background and where I come from. I'm across the tunnel, but I mean, but being in the military for almost 20 years and having seen people with PTSD and having these challenges, y'all talk about sleeping in the medical side of it, where this is the part that's really weird. So in the military, we can't smoke. We can't do that at all. You're not supposed to. You can get kicked out, dishonorable discharge and everything. Right? However, there's been plenty of people that I've known that have gotten out, have actually been diagnosed with either some type of sleep disorder or whatever the case may be. And the first thing they get on is some sort of medicinal medication. That's the first thing that happens. So when you start talking about it from an athletic point of view, there's been plenty of athletes that have moved on and gotten older, and that's the one thing that helps. That's the one thing that helps the pain. That's the one thing that helps the neck injury and the hip injuries and the migraines, all that stuff. So, but again, we have to be very careful about the narrative here. We have to be very careful about the narrative here. And yeah, he is treated differently. Bronny is treated. He's going to be treated differently. I mean, that's just what it is. But we have to be very careful in some of these young boys. Like, well, if Bronny, we can't do that. That is not the avenue. That is not the avenue that you want to go down. That's agreed. That we can't.
Hey, Hulk, I got a question for you.
We're different.
So we look at the situation with Bronny, right? And we understand that LeBron James is his father, and the aftermath that's going to come behind of you on social media smoking weed, and what is going to be the ramifications for your father. You being in your situation, okay, and this is just a hypothetical question, not trying to be on any other level, but just hypothetical. Yeah. How would you feel if Lil Hawk in 2 or 3 years was to do that, and you be in the situation that you are in your position? How would you feel?
Like, so my position, I'm not on LeBron's. I'm not a big as star as LeBron, but locally, so I'll get punished probably way more. Like, it'll hit me harder than LeBron. Like, even if it's the same avenues, even if it's legal, we can send in. I know something's wrong with him. They're not going to care because the perception is like you just let your son smoke weed. So it'll go back to what Vic was saying. It's like, I'll be very disappointed, but I'm not going to condemn him like his dad didn't do dumb stuff. Like, dad used to run dope when he was his age in the book bag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
he's better than you were at that age.
A lot better.
It's a different society now. It's a different era now.
Yeah. I got a 20-year-old son that's a college basketball player, and he's a definitely different 20-year-old than his daddy was.
Totally different. Totally different.
Yeah. He's definitely, but that was done with a purpose too, right? Because times have changed,
I mean, I look at it as this: like, now we have daycares in high school because so many young mothers are impregnated at 13, 14, 15 years old. That
JaVale,
never happened 20, 25 years
JaVale,
ago.
say that one more time.
I'm serious.
No. People got to realize why I'm asking him to repeat what you just said. High schools have what now, in a sense?
High schools have daycares in their schools because there are so many mothers who are impregnated at 13, 14, 15, 16 years old. It's commonplace now. So society is different.
Yeah, in my era, I had about at least 7, 8 girls in my class that was pregnant. So Damn.
In your class?
He said in one class.
Class?
Hey, Blaze,
Like a biology class or like your graduating
my
class?
graduating class.
Oh.
My graduating class.
Hey, Blaze, where you go to
Not
school
one
at,
class,
fam?
damn.
That's why that's his nickname for a reason.
Blaze.
Hey, but look, another thing too, man, is that when you talk about, Ahmad and his son, that's a great question you asked, JaVale, because Ahmad does have, I know he on the humble, but Ahmad has a big time platform. I mean, it ain't too many people that can compare themselves to LeBron James. But I think on the same time, I do think what we're underselling right now is credibility.
Yes.
And one thing that Ahmad has done, I've known him since the 90s, pretty much most of his life or all of his life. And throughout the course of a few hiccups here and there outside of what we know about, he's lived a good life. So I think that's one thing I teach when I work with young men and women. You can make a mistake. Look no further than my cousin. He got caught up, came back, turned his life around. You can get the benefit of the doubt sometimes because LeBron has earned credibility. Ahmad Hawkins has credibility. So if Young Hawk was on whatever the app's going to be in 2027, and he's smoking one, or he's at a party with the red cup and he's drunk and calls somebody out their name, it's going to be a big story, and he's going to have to come in and answer to some people. But because he's done such a great job, even though it's still hard for Black men, I think there is a piece of credibility that sometimes I know I'm very blessed and fortunate. I've gotten a lot of things and received things because of my hard work and because of how I've carried myself. There are a lot of guys I play ball with that can't go back to Maryland or Howard or Virginia Tech or UVA because of how they carried themselves. They can't go back to their high schools. But even if somebody saw me get in trouble, they say, you know what? I know Vic, man. He's a good dude. He just messed up, man. But I see how he carries himself. You know what I'm saying?
I've been in that same situation myself. Me and Hawk always talk. I used to be a wild ass boy back in the day, and even when I left school, I was wild. But people always knew, like, deep down, I was a good person. Just was around the wrong people. I say hanging around the wrong crowd when you're younger. You ain't really trying to hear that from your parents. Well, yeah, I learned the hard way. Being around knuckleheads and all that shit. So. It's really, to me, it's about yourself. It's about it's always about the get back. Everybody's going to fall. It's about how quickly you stand back up.
That's a fact.
Why everybody coming for me? Or you can say, you know what? Be a man, own up, say I fucked up. You bounce back. And that's what the fuck I did.
And you're right.
What I teach my nieces and nephews. You got to bounce back. You're going to fall at some point in your life.
Hey, how come nobody brought up that one thing? JaVale, how come? Hold on, I'm sorry, JaVale. Wasn't there that thing where Morgan Freeman read the script from that movie from the 80s, Fast Time at Ridgemont High? And they had Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt.
All them stars.
Wasn't there a guy in there that was smoking in his car that was actually high, that was smoking? Why is that not trending? They looked at on the Today Show. That was comical. Oh, look at him. He's really into the character.
You know why, though.
I know why, but that's what I'm talking about the morals and the moral compass and how that's the hypocrisy I'm talking about.
Right. Hey, Vic. Hey, Dwight. I'm with you 100%, bro. Like I said a few minutes ago, I'm 39 years old. Okay, I'm not perfect. I made mistakes in my past. I'm not a felon. I've never been to prison. However, I'm born and raised in Culpeper. Other than my time at Virginia State and in Petersburg, I have been in this county my entire life. But at the same time, my mistakes that I've made 15, 20 years ago, when I see teachers, when I see principals, when I see people in the community, the first thing they say to me is, "Hey, Vale, you staying out of trouble? Yeah. You good?" And I haven't done anything in 15 plus years, and I still vote. You know what I'm saying? I still have all my rights. But when it comes to negative things, especially with the Caucasian persuasion, they only look at us for our mistakes. And everybody who knows me, Hawk, everybody knows me. I'm not a racial person. I have 3 children by 2 different white women. You understand what I'm saying? Some of my best friends and their family are of Caucasian, and I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? But when we are as black men when you make mistakes, they are always glorified and they are always put on Front Street.
Mm-hmm.
And even if we correct ourselves and change for the better, those mistakes that we have made are always
they're gonna put on display.
Glorified.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
It's almost as if you
just like the boy that
Hold on, Blaze. Hold on, Skeet was talking.
What, you good. No, you good. No, what I'm saying is almost like waiting for that accident to happen when it comes to black.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's just wait a minute, and watch what happens. And it doesn't have to be anything it doesn't have to be anything like extraordinary. It could be something as simple as getting pulled over because you were speeding.
Yeah.
Yep.
We all know how what happens with that.
Mm-hmm.
It could be something as simple as, you know what, I was in a sports bar having a few drinks and got into maybe an argument.
Yep.
It's just that, you know, just something as little as that. And then it went from the argument to, you know, he went in and was throwing chairs and was trying to, you know, beat the bounce up and it starts rolling. So
manipulation.
I got a 20-year-old son, and the one thing I always tell him is know where you are and understand who you are.
Yep. Read the room. So yeah, man. So
Yeah.
you know, we're gonna wrap this topic up because I definitely want to get into AD's big shot yesterday versus Denver, and I know we got a lot to talk about as far as the NFL. So I just wanted folks to hear. You know, I'm glad Vic jumped in because you know Vic is in that field, that clinical field, like I always talk about. Because you know, I certified QMHP. I work in the day treatment. I know about clinician books and the drugs and the different tiers, and I've seen my former clients and all the opioids they had to take. And then I started doing research on weed. And then when you saw Bronny, and I see how people, you know, just react to weed, not understand it, because like I said, they come from the reefer era, and we know how we reviewed marijuana. So nobody's condoning and preaching out here to young athletes to smoke weed. Understand your spotlight. Understand who you are. And understand everybody not treated the same. So just because Bronny is on IG and recruiters aren't backing off of him, that don't mean your little 2-star stuff could do what he do.
No.
I'm just being honest with y'all. Like, so y'all gotta don't be copycatting out here. You know what I'm saying? We learned that growing up. Just because Michael Jordan stick his tongue out and dunk, don't mean you gonna stick your tongue out and dunk if you never touch the rim.
If you win number
real talk.
If you win number 99 and you the third string tailback, you shouldn't be going fine.
Bronny's still gonna be at Duke in 3 years if he want to be. So,
check this out, man. Since we talk about Bronny, let's transition to his pops. But let's talk about the shot AD hit versus Denver yesterday, and what follows with AD hitting that shot. So for those of you who saw the game, or at least the highlights, what do you guys think about AD coming up in the clutch for the Lakers?
That's what he's supposed to do. That's what he was brought there for. Like, the thing with me is people act like LeBron is the guy that always has to take the shot. And it's starting to seem like people forget how great Anthony Davis is. Before LeBron was there, Anthony Davis was already a superstar. You feel me? Bona fide superstar. So for people to be like, oh, why he bailed LeBron out, he carried LeBron. Like, why do LeBron have to hit every clutch shot? And not even saying Jordan, he's better than Jordan. Jordan didn't hit every clutch shot. John Paxson did. Steve Kerr did. Same for Kobe. Ron Artest helped him. Derek Fisher. That's why you have teammates. That's why Anthony Davis was brought there. It was actually a smart play because the play was drew up for Bron. Bron seen that they was doubling, set the screen. Anthony Davis wide open, you know, not wide open, but he's a big player. Big players do big things.
What you got to say? Who next?
No, I have no comment. I just saw the highlights. I didn't see the game because
But I'm just saying, you saw the highlight. What was your thoughts from the highlight?
Right.
Look, It don't matter if you saw the whole game. We know if you see the most important
right.
play, that's all gonna get discussed.
Nah,
So
just like Blaze said. I mean, you know, we all talk about MJ as being the great. I mean, I grew up in the area. I feel that MJ is great. I feel that LeBron is great. But at the same token, you know, MJ had help. You know, like Blaze said, whether it was Scotty, whether it was John Paxson, whether it was Craig Hodges. I mean, he had help. He had other players make clutch plays. Steve Kerr, they made clutch plays. So I don't take anything in LeBron's career that he has had help with. You know, from Kevin Love to Kyrie, you know, to anybody he has had. You know, I mean, it's a team game. Even though you may be the man on your squad, you have to have role players.
Kawhi learned that this year.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know, you have to have role players and quality players to accommodate what you want to do as a team. So I don't, you know, when it comes to individual superlatives and such as that, I don't do that, because you have to have players to fill out your roster, and I think that's what happened last night. I mean, AD is a top 5 to 7 player in the league. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron wanted him there to win a championship. So I mean, it is what it is.
What you got, Skeet?
Yeah, you know, we talk about superstars in the league or superstars on the team, and then you talk about elite, right?
Yeah.
Every superstar, let's be honest, don't want to take that shot. You know,
say it again.
Let's be real. A lot of superstars don't want that shot. Because, you know, like this, it is a make or miss league, right? You know, they say that all the time. Anthony Davis, what people feel, Anthony Davis is an elite player. That's it. So why not take that shot?
Exactly.
Right. So why not take that shot?
Yep.
I mean,
and AD is going to be here 5 to 7 years after LeBron is gone.
When you look across the league, we want to put the label of elite and super. Those are two different things. There's not a lot of, and I talk about this a lot with a partner of mine. There's not a lot of elite players.
I'm just on the podcast. I'm not ignoring you. I'm serious.
When you start talking about elite, why not take that shot?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's supposed to take that shot.
Facts.
Right?
Yep.
He's supposed to take that shot. You double LeBron. That's what you're there for. I mean, everybody doesn't want to take that shot. And when he came off and he was asking for that ball, and Rondo hit that man
in the pocket.
And when
Rondo already trusted him from their days in New Orleans.
I'm sitting here, look, I watched it from the beginning to the end, with the occasional flipping back and forth to watch that New England and the New England.
Oh yeah, Cam
right?
game. That's what I watched.
Hey, Rajon Rondo is underrated as a playoff player. He is.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
He's underrated as a playoff
player.
He comes to play in the playoffs.
He makes
that boy Jokic is a bad motherfucker.
No, you know, Blaze. You know what's so funny that you said that, Blaze? You had Laker fans saying that Denver and Jokic was soft when they was getting beat early in that game, and then they changed their tune by the fourth quarter for him.
I wish I would have seen that. I'd have roasted them the hell. Jokic is a bad boy, man.
Look, Jamal Murray.
That
Jamal Murray is
he legendary right now.
Hey, Denver gonna be an issue, yo. Hey, Denver gonna be an issue.
For Denver.
Hey,
wait till Michael Porter Jr. start getting in his prime.
Look for Denver. If Giannis does not want to go back to Milwaukee, look for Denver, Slim. If they can find the money, that will be a perfect fit. That will be a perfect fit for Giannis.
Where? Denver?
Denver, yes.
Denver has progressed every year. Last year, the year before, Denver was in the first round, they lost. The year after, they went to the semis. This year, they're in the conference finals. They progressed every year.
I mean, but if you look at the bubble, I mean, and we got to take the bubble for what it is. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at the best players in the bubble situation, the best players, you got to go with Spider. You got to go with Murray. I mean, they was probably the best two players since the NBA came back around.
Dude, you forgetting somebody, bro. You forgetting that man out Portland.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I wasn't forgetting Dame. However, Dame did not lead his team to the point that the other two players did. That's the only. I like Dame. And I have nothing against him. But they didn't get to what did the Trailblazers? There was a first. They made the first round, right? That was it, right?
Yes.
Oh, you mentioned Spider. That's the same thing. Spider only was in the first round, and he choked away a 3-1 lead.
Okay, I respect that. That.
To this team that's playing now.
I respect that.
So yeah, so to wrap that up, this is what I really dislike. Even though I like the fun, the banter, the back and forth between LeBron and Jordan, blah blah blah. But sometimes we gotta start being real ourselves. We can't knock LeBron for understanding what's thrown at him and the abilities of the people around him. Like, if you pass it to open play, like, we never once questioned Mike passing it to Paxson. We never once questioned Mike passing it to Steve Kerr. We never did, bro. We never did. I just think it's a disservice to your stance against Michael Jordan if you're a Jordan fan against LeBron if you're trying to just use that to negate how great he is, because he's showing you, look, God rest his soul, Kobe Bryant was a dude that even when he was 8 for 30 or 5 for 30 that last game versus Celtics, we can't act like Ron Artest ain't hit the big. Ron Artest hit the big shot for his last championship.
Right. And what about all the big shots that Robert Horry hit for the Lakers and the Rockets?
That's true. So it comes full circle. So like y'all said, we gotta stop. Like when people get that petty for LeBron because they're a Jordan fan, you really disservice Mike and his legacy, because they're gonna strip you. They can say, hey, well, against the Suns, against the Blazers, this and that. That's why they always say without Pippen, what was like. We got to stop doing that and really break bread and just start appreciating greats for what they do, man. So salute to them on that. But let's go ahead and get to the football, man, because that's what everybody here for. Our last 30 minutes, or 15 minutes. We're going to go football. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, no preseason is not the reason why guys have ACL injuries and knee injuries. Injuries like this happen in football. Okay, so I see people saying, "Oh, you need to keloid your body up. This is why you need preseason. You need preseason to evaluate bubble guys and undrafted guys. But college don't got preseason. High school don't got preseason games. So y'all could kill me with that. That's why you need preseason games. That's why you need to hit.
The first 4 weeks, all the injuries happen in the first few weeks, no matter what.
Teams add.
Thank you, Skeet.
If anything, preseason. That's too.
So I just wanted to throw that out there, but yeah, exactly. We see plenty of star guys go down in preseason. But through all that, we got to talk about the Cowboys and the Falcons. They didn't jump on the ball. What was y'all thoughts?
That's a rec league. I don't know. I'm sitting there. I don't believe that. I looked at the score, and I said, well, okay, this is gonna be talked about. I can't wait. Stephen A. He's gonna be on Cutting the Fool.
Yep.
And then next thing you look up, it's 40-39. And I'll be honest with you. When I saw the play, I was like, that's like.
And a Virginia boy right there in the mix. Damn it.
Damn it, man. Damn it, man.
It's like it's
all
almost.
I'm gonna say is Atlanta.
That's football 100.
Yeah.
Atlanta Falcons do Falcon things. That's all I'm gonna say. Because bro, there's no reason that this team always lit up a big lead. I'm a Cowboy fan, as you know. We had no business winning that fucking game.
I'm one too.
We gave the ball 3 times in the first quarter, Hawk. 3 times.
Three straight series, right?
Yeah. You feel me?
The same guy punched the ball out on everybody.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, the NFC East after the first 2 weeks, NFC East is the worst division in football.
Yeah, you put a big L in front of the East, you get least. That's what they are.
That's a fact.
Like,
That's the worst division in football after the first 2 weeks.
Talking about, oh, we did the NFC East, we won. I'm like, bro,
it ain't
don't
good,
get carried
though.
away. I said we do that next week versus Russ, we gonna get blown the hell out.
Hey, Russell Westbrook is the best quarterback in the NFL right now.
Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson is the best quarterback in the NFL right now. He's the best. He's the best.
You have every right to have that stance. Like, that's a great stance to take, and you got enough data overall. Like, any place you want to go with Russ, he checks all the check mark. Arm strength,
because
accuracy.
if you look at all the quarterbacks right now in NFL, to my knowledge, maybe I'm wrong, all of them only have 1 Super Bowl.
Except for Ben.
Except for Ben.
Yeah.
And his first Super Bowl.
Yeah.
His first Super Bowl was.
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you have to have a quarterback right now, if anybody says Russell Wilson is the 1 or 2,
I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody said, I ain't gonna put him out there, that they would take Lamar Jackson at quarterback over Russ, and I almost, boy. And I know I love Lamar, but dog, really?
Hey, but these first 2 games have been the first time that I have seen Pete Carroll allow Russ to really throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like they have always been a running team forever. But these first 2 weeks,
he's the quarterback
throwing that thing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody was down on DJ Metcalf, and I was one of those players. He could only run a 9 route. He only ball speed. Hey, that boy killed that young boy.
Let me tell you. We're gonna keep it a stat. They playing to his strengths. He running 9s, he running corners, and he running slants. I like what they doing with the young bull.
To your point, if they can't stop that, why?
No, I'm not knocking him. I'm applauding the coaching staff for understanding what he flourishes in doing. Like, too many times you see coaches try to change, try to make the player adapt to the scheme. No, you make the scheme adapt to what they do. That's great coaching.
Kind of like what you do for a quarterback, right? You adapt to a quarterback's strength.
Yeah, go ahead, Blaze.
But it's funny you say that, because what the hell have we been saying about Dak Prescott for years? Play to his damn strengths.
Yeah.
But the thing that I agree with JaVale is, this is how crazy Russell is balling. I looked at his stat an hour ago. The man has 9 touchdowns and only 11 incompletions, bro.
That's sick.
That's ridiculous, bro. And peep this. 2 of his incompletions were dropped.
Right. He was what? Okay, so hey Blaze.
Got the same amount of touchdowns as incompletions.
Hey Blaze, correct me if I'm wrong. He was last week, first week, he was like 31 or 35 or something like that, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Correct. Yes, he was.
For 4 touchdowns.
And can't nobody name you his receivers but DK. Because the only reason why they name DK Metcalf is because of the combine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And Tyler Lockett is underrated. I mean,
my God, that kid. He's just a football player, bro. He's just a football player.
Tyler Lockett is underrated like shit, bro.
Sideline toe tapping is real, bro.
Hey man, look. So that's a true argument. I know Patrick Mahomes, Super Bowl MVP. We understand all the attributes that he has. We understand Lamar had a great year, phenomenal. We understand Tom Brady, his legacy, Drew Brees, his legacy, Aaron Rodgers. And look, quiet as kept. That mofo A-Rod still doing what he do. God dang, A-Rod nice as hell, bro.
Stephen A. Hold on, not to cut y'all off, but I'm tired of Stephen A's ass, because you see how he was talking shit when we was blown out. Soon as the game switched, Stephen A. ass completely switched shit. Start talking about the Lakers game and shit. He needs to sit and shut the hell up.
He don't want to talk about y'all.
Hey, I used to like Stephen A. and Skip Bayless and their whole thing, but it's getting old now for real. They on some other shit because they're not about facts and they're not about what's really going on. They just characters. They characters. That's why I used to record that shit every day and watch it when I got home off of work. But it's getting old now because they not about what's really going on. They characters.
Yeah. I mean, but you see, that's what, and I had a conversation with my homeboy about this, like trolls and analysts, how sometimes some guys are one and the same. Like they don't even get looked at as analysts anymore. They just trolls because they started getting those clicks. They started getting added airtime, and
that's what sells. That's money. That's money.
It consumes them. So
I only listen to Stephen A. when it comes to basketball. That's it.
Yep. I mean, that's his strength. So, but you know, to his defense, basketball is his strength. When you talk about football, he is pure whatever data is provided. Because we've seen him talk about somebody who was hurt that didn't play. You know what I'm saying? So we all take him with a grain of salt. It's almost like Kendrick Perkins. Now we take him with a grain of salt when he says something.
No, that was last year with Hunter Henry. He was talking about Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry played in 5-6 weeks.
Yeah, and but yo, in the same regard, I do want to talk about Josh McDaniels. I think going to the well. Now I don't know if I say going to the well a little too much with Cam, or should I just praise the defense of Seattle because that edge guy blew up that damn back to where Cam ain't had nowhere to go. If that guy doesn't trigger, Cam is running his ass over.
Hey Hulk, I know my man 40.
Yeah.
If my man 40 is listening, he probably don't want to hear this. He probably gonna like it. But what Bill Belichick and McDaniels have done the first 2 weeks with Cam, they still gonna be there in the AFC for real. Because if McDaniels was able to work with Tim Tebow, he damn sure gonna be able to work with Cam Newton. He
devise something,
He goes.
Are any of us shocked by Cam Newton right now?
No. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that Cam.
I know you're not.
But the thing with Cam is, the thing I'm worried about with McDaniels is that Cam just came back from that shoulder. Them hits accumulate. And Cam is such a competitor that he's not. It's like, look at Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson slides. He gets down. He don't take hits. Cam really be trying to go forward to get extra yards. These are quarterback powers that they're running with Cam.
Yeah.
These are under center quarterback sneaks. These are shotgun quarterback powers.
Like wildcat type stuff with Cam.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
But Cam footwork, his mechanics has gotten better. One time his foot got outside of his framework, and then he showed you he reverted back to his negative form when he threw that pick because he was peaking. Like the DB didn't even move. He just came down here. They knew from the last time he had an errant throw, it was the same alignment, same formation, balls on the same hash. Before Cam got the ball, he tried to peek at the top of his head, and he was looking, and the DB read it because the first time the DB dropped it. So, but Cam mechanics, man, I always say if he just worked on his mechanics and not try to muscle everything, because he throw 100 miles an hour, man, that thing be coming in hard, bro. Like take something off that.
That's not good. That's not good as a quarterback all the time.
That ball he threw to Julian down the middle of the field, that was a 2015 ball.
Old school Cam.
That was gorgeous bad. That shit dropped right in there.
So, all right. So we talk about quarterbacks, right? I want to talk about this young quarterback because I think he got lost last year, even though he was the offensive rookie of the year. I'm talking about Kyler Murray.
Oh, that boy.
Another young man that the coach is building the scheme around what he does best. And this, I know, we know JaVale is a Washington fan, and we're not taking shots at them, but Kyler made it tough on that defensive front because, first of all, he's diminutive. And when you know a guy can get out the pocket, it's like with Russ. Are you going to play zone to where I could just pick you apart and take my time because he's very accurate in reading coverage? Or do I run man? And now, if I break containment, I'm out of there. So,
hey, Hulk, I said this earlier to somebody because I get all the shits from yesterday's game. You know what I'm saying, from everybody. But I said with the defensive front that we have, I was worried about Kyler. I'm worried about Lamar in 2 weeks, and I'm worried about Russ in 4 weeks. But if you're just a drop back pocket passer and you have no mobility, we're gonna crush you.
Unless you're playing the Rams. Of offensive coordinator is gonna make you move sideline to sideline, run some zones, make sure you're playing with your hands. But if you just go, like you said, if you turn into Carson Wentz and the Eagles and your ass in the same spot, 24 goddamn 7,
and that's what
you can't expect the quarterback just to stand up tall while he getting fat in the damn mouth.
That's exactly what I said. So, you know, I wasn't coming out saying my boys are going to be playoff teams, but 6 or 7 wins, we good because that defensive front is going to fuck a lot of people up.
Go ahead, Blake. Yeah, that's a fact.
Speaking of defensive front, I'm not the reverse because I forgot to say it. Where the fuck is DeMarcus Lawrence? Where is he? Can you even tell that he's playing anymore?
I just see him running the hoop. That's it. He just get out the field.
I watched him yesterday. They don't even double team this man anymore. We getting better production. Last year we got better production out of Quinn. We're getting better production from a man that hasn't played football in 5 years. Mm-hmm. Your top paid pass rusher. It's time to put that man on blast, bro.
Hey, what that young man did after coming back from all this time, that's impressive.
Hey, yo, JaVale.
I thought week 1 was just an anomaly, but
I just want to wait about 5 weeks for him. But yeah, I think Alden is a exception to the rule to where he'll perform. I'm just like week 8 and 9. I just want to see how he gets through that first wall.
And I feel somebody's going to sign Antonio Brown over the next 2 weeks and allow him to.
They better sign him quick so he could get them damn 8 weeks out the way or whatever.
Serve his time.
Yeah.
Serve his time.
Nah, they already going now.
Oh, they are going now? Okay.
Antonio Brown knows this is his last chance. He knows this is his last chance.
Well, he could go to New England.
I see him in Baltimore.
He go to Philly. Hey yo, damn, I was about to say something about somebody. Hey, all right, so I got a couple points and I'm gonna go to another. I'm gonna give y'all throw another take. First of all, Julio Jones apologist, shut the hell up. That's why he don't score. You saw what he did. I ain't trying to say it, but I'm saying, how the hell you dropped that? That's all I got to say. Matter of fact, you dropped 2. You dropped 2. The first one, bona fide touchdown. The second one, somebody caught off your deflection, if I'm not mistaken. So Julio Jones fan, shut the hell up. DeAndre Hopkins, beast. That's it. But with that being said,
Hopkins is the best wide receiver in the league right now.
So your little young receiver JaVale that y'all got that was killing Peterson yesterday in the slot. That little man,
Steven Sims.
What?
Steven Sims?
Is it Sims? The one that scored on the crossing route. That had 100 something. Yo, he was giving Pat P fit.
My boy, CD Lamb yesterday.
He looked like he was running the 200 on that route.
What's that?
Looked like he was running the 200 meters.
Yo, he was out. He caught that thing and came out the back end. Won't nobody getting close to him on that touchdown. Yo, he was grinding out. They kept saying he run a 4.3. He run a 4.3. And Pat P was opening up like he didn't run a 4.3. Like, why are you trying to race this little dude? You better put your paws on him. Dog, he had Pat P. And speaking of that, DK Metcalf, salute you. You beat Gilmore on a legit corner route, and you finished with them strong-ass hands because Gilmore caught back up, rushed through a dime, had his hand on the ball, and you muscled him. So, DK, salute to you. Your ass still stiff as a damn 2x4, but you can fly, and you got strong hands, bro. Salute to you. Because my Eagles drafted a receiver before you. Just remember that. We did it a damn again. We drafted Tissue Hand Aguilar, and now we done drafted some light-skinned dude that got a lady holding an umbrella for him. So my boy Exum said it's Dallas for real. I'm gonna let Blaze answer that.
No.
Hell no. They defense is some trash can.
I'm gonna break it down to you. I'm gonna break it down to you. The defense is going to be a major problem. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Trayvon Diggs. Trayvon Diggs is going to probably be good in a few years, but besides him, we look like a mess. I don't know what the fuck Jerry Jones is doing. Earl Thomas is out there begging to be on your team.
And
you feel me? And they won't do it. They having all this.
Earl is out there, ain't he?
Yeah, He's begging to play on the Cowboys. You keep putting this faith in Xavier.
Hey, yo,
Woods.
Philly, go get Earl, baby.
Y'all don't need him, man. Y'all got enough.
He can play receiver. He can play
But
receiver.
no, we are
He can block.
for real. The winner, mark my words, the winner of the NFC East, the best record at best is going to be 10-6.
And they're going to get killed the first round, just like we did versus Seattle last year.
Hey, it's not even going to be, hey, Blaze, it's not even going to be 10-6.
9-7.
It's not going to be 10-6.
The Cowboys' offense is real, but the team as a whole, no.
Hey, yo, Dak. Hey, yo, Dak. Hey, yo, Dak. I see you, Dak. I see you, Dak.
Hey, Hulk, you need to make Blaze a shirt and Cowboys blue and silver. Straight trash can juice for the fucking Cowboy defense.
Damn. Ooh, them Washington fans, they got that pass rush like y'all had last year. Now they talking spicy.
I was about to say.
I mean, we not good. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not. I came into the season.
If they had your defense, they'd be nice, wouldn't they, JaVale? They had your defensive line, because your secondary ain't that good.
Oh, for
but
sure.
your defensive line.
For sure.
I do like Moreland though from JMU though. I like that young boy.
I'm not, and you know what has really
and we got two short leads on the same
made me feel a different type of way. Over the past 2 weeks, it made me feel a different type of way because everybody in the DMV was like, "Hey, we got the quarterback. He played over Burrow. Hey,
he plays better as a game
10 times better than fucking
Haskins plays better.
He is 10 times better than fucking Dwayne Haskins. Joe Burrow gets busy. That young boy gets busy.
No, Joe ain't young. He old. Joe
Are
old,
you
bro.
Serious?
Joe old. He like 24,
I understand,
25.
but however, I don't like to say but. However,
I get what you're saying.
That young man came out. He came out the first 2 weeks, and he had shown himself to be an NFL quarterback. Dwayne Haskins, we still asking questions about.
I'd say that the Browns game, I agree with you. The first game, I don't know where everybody else saw, because I ain't see no kid that was great the first game. The second, I give you the Browns, but versus the Browns, I give you that. He was piercing their ass. Pause.
But when you throw the ball 60 times.
No, that's what I'm saying. I give him credit that game. Yeah, I give him credit that game, bro. Trust me. And I like to give people a hard time about their quarterbacks because they telling me to boo. So Carson Wentz got booed with no fans in the game. Yo, you Philly damn PA people, y'all are disrespectful, bro. Like y'all, it's bad enough we boo Santa Claus. You booing your own quarterback with no fans?
Hey, I think Carson Wentz is shell shocked right now, man. He
getting effed up. He look like one of them Carr brothers.
Man,
Remember David?
He looked like he on
with the Texans,
man, when he dropped back the pass. He that shaky right now. He looked like he on wet toothpicks.
They talking about put Jalen Hurts in. I said, for what? I ain't trying to get him killed right now. Exactly. Fix the problem up front first before I put him.
People forget.
Hey, but what I did see yesterday, Hawk, is they made Hurts active.
They
made Hurts active yesterday, and old boy was inactive, and they even put Hurts in the game for some little gadget shit. So that makes me think that Peterson. I mean, because old boy was he was active week 1 and Hurts wasn't. Yeah. Yesterday Hurts was active.
You got to activate
Sunfield.
Sunfield was inactive. Man,
put themselves in a hole to where people are doubting them for them to play good.
Mm-hmm. You invested in Wentz. You bench him, you look dumb as hell.
Yeah.
But
you better down on your pride. And I don't want Hurts in because that line Swiss cheese, they're gonna get them effed up.
Yep.
So I'm one of the guys, they be like, yo, we need to bench Wentz. I'm like, why?
For what?
For what? No, I ain't putting Hurts in there. That investment, yo, get your mileage, bro.
His confidence early.
Stop calling everything deep. Who has the best running game right now in the NFL? Baltimore.
Oh, no question.
Baltimore.
Baltimore, yeah.
Baltimore, and I think over before the end of the season.
That man yesterday.
Before the end of the season, I think Cleveland's gonna be right behind Baltimore because those two backs they have in Cleveland.
And I
tell you, better run the ball because
Cleveland is tough.
Mayfield some trash can juice.
But I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I think when we get our line back, we'll be up there.
Goes on,
Oh yeah. Now
Come
see,
on,
I think
Blaze.
Blaze. So Blaze.
That
I
was
see
the
what Blaze
best-
saying. I know
one
why
of the
Blaze
best
said that.
years.
Blaze, you still got the best running back with the football in the league. But overall team running, I'm gonna go with Baltimore.
No,
but
I'm
I
talking
never
about
put none of them
when the
dudes over
starters
Zeke
get
as far
back.
as running the ball though.
Hey, listen, hey, Blaze.
Zeke caught a
Blaze.
charge without getting charged yesterday.
Hey, Blaze.
Yo, he almost killed that boy, yo.
No, he did.
Yeah.
His soul left.
Blaze.
And they're gonna miss
B-more.
somebody. And they're gonna miss somebody.
Cleveland.
How you sit down? How you sit down on that man? You try to sit down. You try to sit down.
Try to sit down. You better chop that knee, man. What are you thinking about? You ain't power clinging. This ain't deadlift. Go ahead.
Hey,
I don't know what he
hey,
was thinking on that man. Like
the young boy on the Colts is probably gonna be the rookie of the year offensive wise.
Whoa.
He has all the opportunity. He has the
Oh, he
best
don't like
offensive
that.
line.
CD Lamb, he don't like
Jonathan
that.
Taylor is probably Jonathan Taylor probably gonna be the
Oh.
offensive rookie of the year.
Yo,
so,
Jonathan
hey,
Taylor
Jonathan Taylor-
is because Phillip Rivers' ass is old.
all he can do is
Jonathan
But they
Taylor
got the best
But I was
offensive
gonna say
line
that
in the
earlier,
league,
my
bro.
boy Speedy went off last
They got the
week.
best offensive line in the
Hey, yo,
league.
man, hold on,
the
man.
only thing.
Because
The
we
only thing. The
go ahead,
only
Ski.
thing about Jonathan Taylor, man, that worries me. The only thing, and that's a
He got
legitimate.
a lot of mileage on him,
He
man.
got a lot of miles on him, and if they start handing him that thing, 300.
Gonna be like Larry
300
Johnson.
carries,
Yeah.
he did go in he was a starting running back at Wisconsin, and he was 3. Did he start 3 years or 4 years? There?
3,
He got
2,000
a lot
yard
of touches,
average.
too.
I
A
mean,
lot of touches.
so
But
that's-
I'm just speaking on this season right here though.
right.
Just
Oh,
this
yeah,
season
yeah.
right here.
Hey,
Yeah.
but
So that's a
look,
legitimate
we ain't got that much time, so I gotta make sure I talk about this right here because you can't make this type of stuff up. God damn if Tyrod ain't got the worst luck.
Word is
Oh,
fine.
hey, fam! I hit you up yesterday. As soon as the game started, I told you your boy lost his job again. He lost his job because the rookie played good. And they almost beat the Chiefs.
They're not going to
Tyrod
put
is
him back
done.
in there with that rookie doing that, which sucks.
Damn, bruh.
Yeah.
Nathan Peterman started this bull crap. The curse of
Nah.
Nathan Peterman. Shout out to Tyrod, man. All the tests came back negative. He fine. He went and had his chest X-ray. But yeah, bro. My man Dustin, made a video today on Facebook imploring Tyrod to let it fly, do what he do. They think he checked down and play it safe a little too much, but he don't have it's damn if you do, damn if you don't, because you don't got the leap to just be airing on a lot of throws because
He messed up.
what's
They're going to
waiting
be
in the
calling for him to
wings.
get benched.
And then if you are efficient, but y'all don't look hella impressive, even though you win.
If you dinking and dunking, it's not good enough.
It's
Yep,
like he
not
did with
good
the
enough.
Bills.
Unless
The
you're Tom
Bills
Brady.
had nobody, and they wanted this man to be throwing it down the field. To who?
Because Keenan Allen is he's a route specialist. He's a
Right.
possession guy.
They
He's
have
not
a
gonna stretch the
defense.
field.
They don't-
Even though the young bull was letting that mug go, though. Good God.
I like
Hey,
Herbert, man.
Keenan Allen,
I
the
was
best route
shocked.
runner in the NFL.
Between
Whoa.
him and
Whoa.
your boy Devontae Adams and
About to say
Thielen
Devontae.
and Diggs, yeah, he up there though.
Don't
He in
sleep
that.
on my boy.
He-
He's the best, but my boy can run some routes.
Man, you better not say your boy CD Lamb.
No.
Oh,
The main person.
who, Amari?
Yeah.
Yeah. Amari, yeah. He was like that at Alabama.
The
Amari
best
was like that in
route
Bama.
runners
Amari's
don't
running
necessarily have to be the fastest.
No. I ain't saying fastest, but Amari route running. I always thought highly of his route running. I always thought highly of Keenan's as well.
So why do you think a Cooper is so much more productive with the Cowboys than he was after his first year with the Raiders?
He didn't want to play with John Gruden, bitch ass.
I mean, the quarterback got a little bit more time to find.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I agree with that. Offensive line
Somebody
makes
said Julio can run every route also. Yeah, I no. We're just talking about elite route run. Like Julio is an elite receiver, but I don't think he runs the routes to the caliber of these guys. Like that's like people gotta realize just because you're the best don't mean you're gonna be in every category in the elite,
Exactly.
you know, the elite
Right.
lane. Like
I
T.O.
know
to
this
me
boy is young,
is
bro.
T.O. to me is second behind Jerry Rice. But when you talk about hands, his ass ain't up there. You know what I'm saying? So,
But
but
the one
Julio,
thing, I
he's
know he's
moving his
young,
goddamn hands
but I
too.
love
Because yesterday,
Jerry Judy route running is beautiful to watch too. You know, he's a young boy.
Hey, Hawk, that's just
Judy
like
can
old
run some
boy.
routes, boy.
That's just like
Fitzgerald
old
too.
boy. That's just like old boy from Clemson, the rookie this year, on the Bengals.
T.Y. I mean,
Wiggins.
yeah.
What's his name?
Damn,
He was the first pick of the second round.
Yeah, he routed us up in the championship game.
Right. So his situation was
T. Higgins.
Right.
Thank you.
Higgins. He's not getting on the field right now because Green is still there. But as soon as AJ Green is done,
because they got another Tyler. They got another young one.
Right. No, Boyd is. I think Tyler Boyd is their best receiver from Pittsburgh. I think he's their best receiver on that squad.
I would tell you this. I've yet. This might be a bold statement. In the last decade, I've yet to see a receiver come from Clemson that can't run top flight routes. Hunter Renfrow run top flight routes.
They all can run routes.
They all run great. Sammy Watkins.
Bryant can run routes.
Like they run great routes coming from that school, bro. Like real talk. Like respect to them, man.
It's wide receiver university.
That's a nice legacy to have, yo. Like if you're a receiver and you come from Clemson, you know you have a dope pedigree.
You know you're gonna be coached.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
What's some other games
did you
from
see
yesterday?
The boy, Jerry Judy?
Judy,
Judy,
his release game is A1. You ain't jamming Judy at the line of
For real.
scrimmage. He will F you up.
He gets separated immediately.
Yeah, Judy nice.
Jerry Judy will chop your ass up.
Yeah.
Who y'all got tonight between oh never mind. The
Raiders
ain't gonna be New Orleans.
Raiders and who?
New Orleans.
Saints.
Man, yeah, I'm going with the Saints too.
Michael Thomas not playing out here.
I do want to see the back from the Raiders though. I like him though.
I might could get a squad right now, go outside and beat the Raiders.
Yeah, Rose, I like D-Hop route runnings, bro. Every receiver that came from Clemson run really good routes.
Great routes.
Every single one.
Yeah.
Like you look at the NFL roster and they say receiver from Clemson, go look at film on them. They all run good routes.
You want to know why the only reason Vegas or the Raiders got a Monday night game is because they want to put that stadium out there.
The guys throwing those routes ain't bad either.
Who's that?
I said over the past 10 years, the guys throwing them balls are not bad either.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, that's a.
Well, yeah, I will say, looking in the chat, somebody said Carlos Hyde. No, I'm talking about, what's the kid named Jacobs?
Brandon
Josh Jacobs.
No,
Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs. Yeah, I like that running back from Oakland. Yeah, he gets busy.
With a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, he gets busy. Hey, what y'all think about the young boy from KC? Y'all think he could get through the year carrying the load, or they need another back with him?
He's Kareem Hunt 2.0.
I like him.
And when Kareem Hunt take away, now with Kareem, is he going to impact Chubb late in the year?
I think that's good because in that type of offense, you can have that. You can have two backs in certain type of offenses.
Kareem gonna be on another team, you think? I thought didn't they give him money? Or no?
I'm talking about next year.
Yeah, they just gave him. He just got a contract. No,
that's what I thought.
He just got a 3-year contract last week.
Yeah, Kareem just got money.
He with Cleveland for the next 2 or 3 years.
My man CMC out with a high ankle sprain. Christian McCaffrey, God dang it. Saquon Barkley tore his knee up. God dang it. Leonard Fournette looked good when just 12 touches, 2 touchdowns, 167 yards. Tom Brady happy.
He about to take that spot.
Tom Brady's best friend right now.
Yep.
I'm gonna turn around. I can hand it off.
I can hand it to this freight train. He got 2 of them.
Yeah. I can hand it off.
Got 3 of them.
And then play action. I can hand off. Then I can play action and get the ball deep.
Get it to Mike. One thing Mike gonna do, he learned from Johnny Football because he had to. Since Johnny Football ass was just throwing hot air balloons, he know how to go up and catch it. Johnny Football bum ass.
Throwing beach ball.
Everybody love Johnny. Oh, Skip Bayless. It's your damn fault, Skip. He ain't succeed. You out there.
Thank God.
He gonna be this and be that.
Thank God for Will McClay, because we was going to draft that motherfucker over Zach Martin, boy.
Ooh wee.
That would have
Skip
been
Bayless
terrible.
need to stop the madness, man. Then Skip talking about if this was the Clippers, they'd be up 2-0. Shut up, Skip.
Yeah.
You know what's wrong with Skip? He the only dude that tie his Jordans up tight like he gonna play
Right.
basketball.
He ready to go running.
Word.
Goddamn
You don't even-
strings be
I'm like,
touching the concrete when he walk.
Yeah.
Shut up, Skip.
Right.
You need to apologize for what you said about Dak, sucker.
Word is bomb.
I feel like 50 Cent calling in to nah, I can't do that because Q passed away. Never mind.
I thought Shannon was gonna reach across there and touch him though.
Man, Shannon hey man, I wish Shannon had that same energy like he be having for Goat James and that. I wish he would have won that Skip. Like, hold on.
Hold on, man. Yeah.
Skip Bayless, disgusting.
You know, Shannon probably said something behind the scenes to his ass.
He had, yeah. You know who I'm happy not on TV doing sports? Goddamn Will Kane. I don't hate on nobody, and I don't like hate nobody. I just dislike his takes because he always claimed he was right.
There's one dude that I hate. I forget his name. Who's the fat black dude that's always putting down black athletes?
Oh, Jason Wilbon.
I forget his name.
No, not Jason Wilbon. Sorry, Whitlock. Whitlock. Not Wilbon. Salute to you, Wilbon. You the OG. Whitlock.
The man. Whitlock is a fool.
Talking about he quit when he got fired.
No, you got fired, nigga.
Hey, Ron Clark is my go-to guy, though. I rock with Ron Clark. Yeah, that's a dope dude, bro. Ron Clark is stand-up cat.
But Whitlock got on my nerves, bro. I could not stand.
And he was taking homeboy with him. What's the boy that played at Ivy League from Compton? The Marcus that was with Max Wiley. God dang it.
Yeah. Marcus Wiley.
Marcus, yeah. Oh, some people don't like Nick Wright. Nick Wright is funny to me because I know when he get his favorites, he gonna whine, and he got that damn that Gonzo nose, and I'm gonna be laughing. Only reason why I rock with Nick because he like the Chiefs and he ride with them to the wheels fall off. But other than that, Nick get on my damn nerves too. But his arguments be solid though. That when he debate, I be like, damn.
He'll hold his own.
Marcus Wiley, that's his damn Marcellus Wiley. That Mamma Jamma started being Uncle Ruckus' nephew when Whitlock was beside him.
That's why I'm glad they got him away from him and gave him his own show with Ocho.
Ocho
like
nice. Ocho dope.
I like that show. Ocho be whooping his ass though every day, boy.
Ocho be whipping him. Shut up. Take this. Take this. So Ocho, Ron Clark, Bomani.
That's my dude right there. I mess with Bomani real tight.
Who else? Oh shoot. I like Mike Greenberg. I like Mike Greenberg till you start talking about the Jets and they get emotional. Then he get on my nerves. But there's a lot of analysts out here I rock with. You know, it's like Stephen A. get on my nerves, but you know, it's Stephen A. Max, I rock with Max when he talking boxing. When it come to boxing,
Max know
I like Max.
about boxing, boy.
Max don't know nothing about football. He know about baseball. Max is a special at baseball, though. He know baseball.
That's really Skip Bayless' specialty.
Skip Bayless' specialty. Yeah, Skip Bayless' specialty is saying that Troy Aikman was gay in his book. That's it. But like for real, then he wonder why Aikman don't want to like talk to him and stuff.
That's why I be laughing when he really think LeBron gonna come on this show. I'm like, bro, all you do is talk negative about the man. Why the fuck would he come on your show?
Without Skip, it wouldn't be a Petty Hawk though. So salute to Skip for bringing Petty Hawk. I created Petty Hawk just to shut Skip ass up. You know what I'm saying? Sit right here. You welcome to come on my. That's the oldest trick in the book right there, right? Yeah, like when somebody want like race, like when you know you could beat somebody in racing, they be like, just race me. You scared? No, why you want me to smoke you just so you can say you ran against? Like,
I bet you won't ask Richard Sherman to come on the show.
No more.
Oh no, that's not going to happen.
Hey, he ain't gonna ask Jalen Rose to come as a guest. Water Pistol Pete, 2.4 points. Stephen A. Smith was copping, please, talking about don't do that, Jalen. Speaking of Jalen, his haircuts are immaculate.
Man, I don't know who it
He get on
was.
my nerves, bro.
Huh? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm over here bald as
You
hell.
hating?
He older than me. He got waves, fresh hairline.
Fresh. I think he's Steve Harvey Jr., man. I think that's
That's what
a
I'm
weed.
saying. I said, bro, that shit is too perfect for him to
They
be.
don't even
He looks like
move.
a single gray hair.
Like he don't even got no wrinkles in front of his head right here.
Nothing. Everything.
When you got the millions, you can do a lot.
That's a fact.
That's
But hey, look, man. Any closing statements? Anything we didn't touch on, Pauls, that y'all wanted to talk about before we wrap this up?
I think I got everything I said out.
Nah, man.
Oh, everybody don't listen to PG-13. He talking about everybody need to come back. They said they rolled their eyes and told him, well, you the one that need to leave.
What did he think was going to happen, dog?
Yo, man, when he start talking?
Word is bomb. It seemed like ever since that Dame shit happened, PG done lost his damn mind.
He let Patrick, Patrick Beverly, I blame you. You put a battery in his back and you ain't tell him to stop.
Yeah, exactly.
Patrick Beverly could talk.
He put the energizer in his back.
Yeah, facts, dog. Like, that ain't your homeboy. Your homeboy leaving you out to dry right now. He ain't even saying nothing. When PG start talking, shut up. Go see the Wizard and get you a damn heart.
It's really been, ever since he said that playoff P quote, it's been all downhill from me.
Yeah, he pleasure.
What you call him, Pleasure P?
You know, that boy free pornography on the internet. Hey, man, but that's all we got for y'all. Shout out to my dog, the OG Skeet Jones in the building. You know it's a great day.
Glad to have me, bro. Glad to be on here, man.
My guy. And my guy, Blaze him up. You know, the realest Dallas Cowboy fan. One of the few Dallas Cowboy fans I know will talk straight football and not be old biased, you know, clown boy. So this is my guy right here.
Of course.
Because it's the same way with me with him. He know I'm an Eagle fan that be like, yo, I want Dak over Wentz. I was like that from day one.
Yeah, I can't even talk to homers no more, bro. Because it's just like, once I see that you're a homer, it kind of just stop listening to everything you got to say.
That's a fact, man. So salute to my guys for being on the show, man. Salute to everybody that's tuned in. Make sure you subscribe on all the podcast platforms. Shout out to everybody in the chat and Facebook, man, for joining the show today. We do this every Monday, man. I try to do at least one live show via Zoom that's going to be uploaded on Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube. Then during the week, of course, I do my regular Facebook Lives and then pre-recorded podcast shows. But I love doing live shows because I just hate talking the whole time. I want others to come in, chop it up, have fun. So salute to everybody, man. We out of here. BallHawk Show. Get that. Shut the hell up, juice. Get SHUjuice.com. You know how we do. Wahoo Wah. First game of the week coming up, baby.
All right.
My guy, Skeet.
All right, man.
Holla at you, man. Appreciate you.
All right.
Yes, sir. And that's it, man. Y'all be blessed, man. Y'all be easy. Y'all be safe. My closing remarks, though, on a serious note about Bronny James and just marijuana. Nobody's condoning anything. Everybody, I think, is just trying to be transparent and understand situation these days. But at the end of the day, it's not a good look. At the end of the day, you got a lot of influence, young man. Understand you may not have asked for this, but you was birthed into it. You got to embrace it, assume responsibilities, understand that you made a poor choice. You know, no matter what the law says, no matter if you got consent, you made a poor choice. You live with it, you learn from it, you move on. But we had to discuss it as a panel. I think everybody made great points. There's no right or wrong answer when you're just, you know, sharing your thoughts. So that's what we got on that, man. So don't get it misconstrued. Nobody's condoning what he did. Nobody's trying to implore that other young folks smoke. Know what you can do. Know what's right. Know what's wrong. And live your life, man. And sir, that's Shut the Hell Up Juice. We out.